We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Back to throw here. And Wilson has it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, 30, 10, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Going deep here for Stills. This is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenny Stills, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39! Hut!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Here we go now! Green 39! Green 39! Hut!
They'll look to throw now on first down. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off right around the 43. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have the ultimate point.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And they'll go on the ground. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Hut!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. So the first play of the drive, they strike through the air and score.
A lot of coaches like change of possession as a that's what we saw there. Ball turned over, first play, right to the end zone.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, 4 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to him because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure. So I don't see anything that warranted the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go now.
They'll set up a throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, it's Stafford. On the left side, this is Stills. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's complete, right around the 8. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hopkins. And he'll be out right at the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now back to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask it. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 12. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. A lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
21.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Oh, what a juke into space. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cards continue to pour it on. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now a play fake here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. More from the desert after this. Stafford now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now Stafford escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Back to throw. Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
But you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 28. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Forced out to his left. And this one's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Stafford on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Fourth touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Cardinals add on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Elliott good with a PAT. And a route is on here in this first half. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach half. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Freeman again. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part was to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They'll look to throw. A dump off to Anderson. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. Give him 8 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Set. Green 39.
They'll drop to throw. Caught left side Hopkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive? I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive. We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone. You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful. Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
White.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Stafford. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. On first down, Stafford here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down.
Hey, tag 32, tag 32.
Stafford on first down. Shreds the tackle. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To the air again. Stafford. Going deep here for Taylor. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain.
Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3-19.
Back to throw. And he's going to go down again. Ryan Shazier in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep them under pressure again, and down he goes again.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Stafford. Going deep here for Allen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Stafford on the left side. This is Stills. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Navarro Bowman able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Stafford on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Cards continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner. Have a chance to make people miss an open field.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's got this down to the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Hurry. Double right. 10.
Throwing here, Stafford. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and forever. Play action. Stafford. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. It got his man complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Cardinals. 42 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Stafford. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Let's go deep. Hey, give me radar. Flag 52. Flag 52. Hey. 32.
They snap it to Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. And the Rams getting set to go now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Leopard! Leopard! Hurry up, here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun.
you